That's why I probably never saw one. So a total of what, 78 of these vehicles were made, period. So welcome to another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean. So guys, like I always tell you, we stay at all the Hilton stuff, and we stay at a lot of Hampton Inns. And down here in Fort Myers, we have Fakel, who has served me, I think 3 or 4 times now when I've popped in. He's always been awesome. So if you ever come down to Fort Myers, make sure. Yep. And I don't know if Fakel gets any extra cash if you mention his name, but if not, go onto their website and say
he's a TripAdvisor review.
Yeah, give him a good review and stuff. That'll help him out. And he has always helped us out. He helps car guys out. He's on one of our subscribers, so give him a shout out. And I said I'd give him a shout out because I missed you the last 2 times we were here. But with the hurricane coming, we'll see what happens. But appreciate it, man. Thanks for all the service and stuff.
Thank you, seriously.
So, and if any of you guys are like a big shot in Hampton, like this dude needs a raise. You know, he's raising like 15 kids. And he's going to like 6 different out-of-state colleges right now.
Open my own Hampton, you know. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. So, and actually, if any billionaires are out there and want to buy it, there you go. This guy can run it.
I'm right freaking here.
There you go. So, anyway, he's awesome, and he's always been great to us. And like I said, if you guys are in Southwest Florida, this is the Hampton Inn, and it's off of Colonial
and Veronica Shoemaker.
Yeah. So they're really awesome for car guys, and they're centrally located. So, anyway, appreciate it. And remember, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, but put down some good comments. And if you can, call or go onto the Hampton, and I don't get paid for this. Nobody's paying me for this. So, because I'm also got Culver's and Burger King. So nobody's paying for any of this, but go on and say something nice. So appreciate it, guys. They took care of us when we were on the Hot Rod Power Tour in Nashville and Memphis and in Wilmington, North Carolina when we were up there at the races, and when I was just up at Pocono for the races. They're great. If you could say to Hampton, if not, Hilton. Either all the Hilton properties, but I love Hampton Inns. Okay, hey guys, this is Ron, and I just saw this over here. I've never seen one of these. We were at Mopar Carlisle. We never saw one of these at Mopar Carlisle. If there was one, I didn't see it, and I was there for 3 days. So this is a 1990 Dodge Dakota convertible.
5-speed.
The 5-speed.
57 made in the United States.
That's why I probably never saw one. So a total of what, 78 of these vehicles were made, period.
But none with the V8.
So is this a one of one?
Yeah.
So
I put this V8 in it.
Well, but it came with a V8, right? No. Oh, it didn't come with a V8. Okay, so it came with the V6, but it was a convertible. So it's a convertible truck. So they used to come out with convertible trucks in 1990 when you know, Detroit had balls, and they could do fun stuff because people used to ride in the back. And we're gonna look at the power in the front. But this is 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel? 4-wheel drive, factory 4-wheel drive.
5-speed.
And factory 5-speed. And
got it all gauged down.
Yeah, he's put the gauges in. But now, did this roll bar come with it? So this was part of it, and then it had a top. So he didn't cut the top. This you could have bought one of these if you were one of the 78 people that decided to buy the convertible.
In 89 was the first year they made them, and they made a total of 2,889, but only 1,000 in 90. And out of those 1,000, there was only 5 with a 5-speed manual.
Wow. So,
in a 4-wheel drive.
Right. So 4-wheel drive. So there was only 78 of these. And how many of you think has survived? You know, because with a convertible top, there's got to be some in the desert. There's got to be some in somewhere that thed are probably so hard to survive, just like any other ragtop.
Well, especially when they only made 57 in the United States.
Right. How many? And how did you come about? How long have you had it?
Oh, I've had it back in the 90s.
So you bought it when it was relatively a newer vehicle.
I think I paid $6,500 for it back then.
Oh wow.
It was probably 3 or 4 years old.
Oh wow. And how many miles you have on it now?
Well, nothing with the engine, but about 100. But you can see how easy this top goes up.
So it's just It's not a power top. It's just
No.
So that's cool though, because then you don't have to worry about the motors and all the stuff going. And I mean, you could put that up right there in a. If it starts raining and you're at a red light, you could just
jump out and
jump out.
her up.
And this
better than a motorcycle.
And this was back in the day when we were younger, because I'm a high school graduating class '84. When somebody's dad would come up with a pickup truck to pick up the Little League team, and he would sit in the front and the whole team would sit in the back, and he would think it's funny to go over bumpy roads and all to see who would bounce around and got hurt. Nowadays, you'd probably be arrested for child endangerment. So, but back in the day, and then of course when you were in college, you had a pickup truck like this, and you would put a keg back there, so everybody would sit back here with the keg, and you'd be driving somewhere. So where did you buy this? What state?
I bought this in Rochester, Minnesota.
Wow, Minnesota, and somebody ordered a convertible up there in Minnesota?
Well, we like it.
Well, probably. I mean, we got more
old cars and motorcycles because we appreciate the summer.
Well, and this thing probably, that's why it was saved, because you probably didn't have many months where you're driving a convertible.
No, not in the winter.
You know, but a four-wheel drive makes sense everywhere up there year round.
And the side paint's all original.
Wow, so this is all original. Same, is the graphics original to it? So the graphics are all original, so it's a real Survivor without rust. So check out it's got, is it the original bumper with the ram on it there? Wow, I don't think I've ever seen one of these. That's crazy. What is this for? Oh wow, tie downs.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool. So now, is it lifted at all?
Yeah, 3-inch.
3-inch lift on it, okay.
And so I had to buy a kit for the torsion bars, and you twist them up, and then I just put blocks.
Just a regular block, the old school.
It's all done right though, but nothing,
Right, but that's how everybody used to do it back in the 80s, 90s. It was easy. You go buy some blocks, put them in there, put the longer.
Well, we used to reverse the axle, put it on top,
right.
Flip it around.
And it's got the old school. This isn't on the fly like I have my Nissan somewhere around here. That Nissan, I just turn a little knob. This thing has got the whole center,
there's no lock,
there's no lock lugs, but but it wasn't on the fly. You had to stop, right?
No, you can switch.
Oh, can you switch on the fly?
Well, so at the like about 30,
Right, you don't want to do it at 55 because
no, but I wouldn't do it. They can say you can do stuff, but I don't do stuff even with it.
Now, does it have? It's got air conditioning too.
Yep.
Wow, air conditioning for the convertible up in Minnesota.
Yeah, 4-wheel drive, the 4-speed, 5-speed. Yeah.
So whoever bought this really was a confused soul. They just kind of wanted everything.
Well, did you see how much this thing cost back?
No. You still have the paper up here? Oh, here it is. All right, so let's look at. Oops. So let's look at the sheet here. Wow, 19,000 back then, and that was 1990. And I could tell you guys, I believe I could tell you a 1994 Corvette new, when they changed to the 84 Corvettes, was 25 grand. So this is probably about the same price as a new Corvette was
back in 1990.
Yeah,
right? I know. That's why they didn't sell a lot.
Right. So it was one of them things that they probably made a couple for the show. Wow. So base price is 17. Now, is that the base price just for the Dakota 4x4 or for the convertible?
Convertible.
Okay, so that came with manually operated convertible, top with folding lockdowns, stacked boots, glove box ashtray lights, under hood light, power windows, now delete, and a light bar and off-road lamps, which I guess the light bar has been. Is that what they're calling the roll bar? They call it a light bar.
I don't know, but it's got electric. It's got light power windows.
So if I'm correct, the reason they would call this a light bar and not a roll bar was that if somebody got hurt, if it rolled over, they couldn't be held accountable, because that's what they were doing, unless it says.
That's just the back part.
Right.
This is a
boot stack, cargo box, double wall, front fascia, air dam, 15-gallon tank, remote mirrors, molding, soft top, demisters for your front door window. See, how does a demister work on a convertible?
I don't know. but you see here that it's got a 15-gallon. Well, that's only option. It got a 22-gallon tank.
Oh, it does have the 22-gallon. Okay. and an air conditioning, which was $781 option. So I'm wondering if maybe the dealer just ordered this to be a showroom truck, and then somebody just wanted it because it has everything. And it gets better gas mileage than my 2017 Nissan V6.
It's about 10 now.
Well, yeah, but now we've looked at the basic truck, but then you've gone ahead and put in. So what are we looking at here?
This is a Magnum 360 out of a 1998 Dodge full-size pickup truck. So it's a Magnum engine. It's not the. So it's got the extra valve covers. It got roller cam on it.
Okay.
But now it's got a roller cam, roller lifters, Edelbrock intake, Edelbrock aluminum heads, Edelbrock 4-barrel.
And you still have the air conditioning.
In the cam, yep. Everything fits really tight, but it fits.
And you got the electric fans on it, which you possibly.
Got 2 electric fans in the back pulling, and then I got 1 electric fan in the front to pull from the air conditioning. So I got dual electric fans. And it had the V6. So did you pull the V6 out just to upgrade, or was it pretty tired? No, it ran fine. It took off like a herd of muddy turtles, but.
Okay. And did you have to? Because that's a pretty small radiator.
Yep, I couldn't really, well see, you can't be any thicker.
Right, yeah, because there is zero room.
There's 0 room.
You even the fans stick inside the serpentine belt there.
That's tight.
So that is tight.
And then with the newer engine, you get the single belt.
Right, yeah, the serpentine. So, well, it's a beautiful, and then have you upgraded the brakes?
No.
Or that's just a replacement master cylinder.
Well, no, it's just a replacement. It's
yeah,
just
that's what I'm saying, OEM, right? So.
Yeah, well, you figure it's a pickup truck and never put anything in it, so the brakes are going to be fine.
Right.
And actually, with the V6 being a cast iron engine with heads and intake, I don't think this 5.9 weighs any more than the V6.
Yeah, especially with the aluminum heads will save a ton of weight, and the manifold. So, and
in 1 belt, so all that, so I did.
You did all that work?
No, not all.
Okay, but I mean, you were.
Oh yeah, 2 years working on this.
Right, so you did it. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't like bought this.
No. I had to put all the fans in. I had to fabricate all that odd stuff,
And this wasn't your first truck or vehicle that you did that stuff, is it?
Well, I've had a lot of that.
That's what I'm saying. It's not your first project.
No.
Because this doesn't look like a beginner project.
Well, this is pretty much everything else is pretty much stock. I had a 66 Corvette, I had a 93 Corvette, I had a kit car, Kelmar GT, Cranford's 327. It looks like a Dino Ferrari.
Right.
And so I had a 69 Trina Cobra 428, brand new, 2888 off the showroom floor.
Wow.
Brand.
Back in the day, huh?
Yeah, not even a radio.
So it was a race car.
It was just, it just had a.
It was a go fast car.
It was a go fast car.
So, really sweet. And you got it. Now, is that plate there? That's not really a plate, but it kind of looks is that part of the frame that way?
Yep, that's all part of it.
So they actually did something smart and put an angle on the front of the frame.
Well, it's 4-wheel drive, so they protect you from rocks and stuff.
And the side pipes you added, I guess?
Yeah, I got the side pipes. And I put the big tires on them.
Right.
Put a see, you can see the shocks.
Yep.
Extended shocks. And
it's really like period correct. Like the way the stuff you did was kind of like period correct.
I get stopped more than the guy with a Ferrari.
Yeah,
they stop in parking lots. They want to see the hood, take pictures of it, sit in it. And
well, I mean, like I said, I just came back from 3 days at Carlisle, Mopar Carlisle, and there was not one. I didn't see any of these there, and I was there 3 days.
Yeah, I would have liked to have been there. I sure would have.
I'll tell you what, you should. For next year, you should reach out to them because this will probably be a featured vehicle in their truck area.
I feel like writing some magazines. You get all the, I got to get a board made up with all the pictures and the engine before and that. And
right.
But I think you could be.
And where are you out of? Are you out of Fort Myers now, or
Cape Coral?
Cape Coral, okay.
Yeah, Del Prado and Kismet.
So this is actually a perfect Florida truck too, because you have the air conditioning and the convertible.
Yeah, who would know you have to have air on with the top down?
Right.
Not in Minnesota.
But it's just a sweet ride, and I mean,
I did the hood, you know, did all those inlays, little things, you know.
So what you said, the sides were not painted. So did you just have to?
That's original front bumper paint.
So did you just have to do like the hood and
the hood? I had to do
and
the
around
hood.
like any of the top surfaces.
This little black piece needed to be painted.
Oh, okay.
And then I redid I put all new rocker panels in, and
oh, nice.
And then all the door bottoms.
And it's got the power windows, power locks. Wow.
Yeah, this is cruise control.
It looks like new. I mean, it looks like it's, you know, a year old.
No cracks.
So you're just putting that on to save it then. Wow. Wow.
And the seats are all original.
Original 1980s.
1990. No chairs.
1980, 1990 fabric that everybody had. So it's kind of like that velour fabric. So wow. Sweet.
Original floor mats and that.
Even down to the floor mats. Very cool. Well, dude, thanks for sharing on that. Thanks for that. So guys, hopefully, what do you guys think? Should anybody, I know you guys from Carlisle, so some of y'all call or watch the show. Anybody from the Mopar, and also tell you what, the guys who cut open the hoods for all the Challengers, they're located up in North Florida. You may want to look at this truck to see if maybe doing trucks. Maybe you can come down and take a look at this truck to see if how to do the tops right on these convertible trucks, because this is really neat. But thanks for watching. Put your comments down. I'm really curious if anybody else has one of these, because of the 78 original ones from 33 years ago, I wonder how many are still around. So if you have one, put in the comments that you have one. And if you're from Carlisle and you want this in the featured truck for next year, reach out. And thanks guys for watching. Please subscribe, do all that kind of stuff, and we'll talk to you later. April, should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.
Where it says merchandise store right here, merchandise store link, you will see it says https:/junkyards-barn-finds, and you click on that and it's going to take you here.